What's going on, everyone? Thanks for checking out this video. Today I'm going to show you the GOTRAX F2 folding frame e-bike version 2.0, and it's right now it's priced at $899. Some really great features at that price point. So if you've been thinking about possibly getting an e-bike, this might be a great one to check out. I'm going to show you all around the bike today. Let's check it out. All right, folks, this is the GOTRAX F2 folding frame e-bike. It's currently priced at $899, and if you check in the description below, there should be a discount code in there to save you an extra 50 bucks at checkout. Comes in 3 colors. This is the blue, obviously. Also comes in black and white. And the first thing I want to do is speed through all the specs for you. So I'm going to give you about a 60-second breakdown of all the specs on this thing. Ready? Here we go. 20 by 3-inch tires. They're Chaoyang, however you say it. 20 by 3. You got a front suspension fork. Also have hydraulic brakes. 180 millimeter disc hydraulic brakes. This bike comes with a rack and fenders included in the purchase price. The rack's actually welded on there. You've got all lighting. So you got a headlight, and you also have a tail light and brake light. It's a folding frame design, so it folds right here in the middle, and then also the handlebars fold down right here. The bike weighs 62 pounds, as you see it right here with all the accessories on it. If you take off the folding lock and also take the battery out, that'll save you another 7 pounds. So it'll drop down to 55 pounds. The minimum seat height is 29 inches, goes very low. The step through right there is about 18 inches. The seat height will go up to 39 inches. You've got rubber grips, comes with bar end mirrors, 7 speeds, color display, comes with a phone holder. This is your button cluster for all your menus. Handlebars are adjustable right here. They go up and down. Battery is hidden inside the frame here. It is a 48 volt 10.4 amp hour battery pack. For gearing, you've got a 52 tooth chainring up front, 1428 freewheel in the back. It is a cadence sensor for pedal assist. You got folding pedals, and in the rear wheel, you got a 500 watt motor. The weight capacity of the bike, they list at 264 pounds. And I didn't see on the website where the rider heights, but gosh, with a seat height going down to 29 inches, I think someone right around the 5-foot mark, maybe even lower, could ride this easily. So there's all your basic specs, but I wanted to spend more time riding this bike, so let's get out on it. All right, we are ready to go. Let's get this thing powered on. You'll see the display cycle through its thing there, and it's very readable, full color display. You got your speed really big here. This is your pedal assist in yellow. The bottom numbers are like trip meter, average speed, odometer, all that. And then you got 5 green dots up there for your battery indicator. I can see it plain as day. It's nice and bright. I'm wearing polarized sunglasses right now. I can read it no problem. So good display screen. I like that. Let's get into pedal assist 1. That way we've got throttle and we're off and running. All right. So first thing I'm going to talk about is just the ride comfort. You know, you've gotten an adjustable seat, which is great. So you can put that where you need. And like I said, it's got a wide range. 29 is the low point, 39 is the high point. I usually ride like 35, 36 inch seat height, and I was able to get it there no problem. Handlebars, same thing. They can adjust up nice and tall if you need them higher. I've got them pretty much down the whole way, and this seems comfy for me. There's not a real big stretch to the bars, so I like the ride position. It's pretty comfy. Now, you've also got front suspension fork, and it's pretty good. Honestly, it's not, a lot of times I'll get a small folding frame like this and they've put the cheapest fork on that thing, and when you bounce up and down on it, you just bottom it out like crazy. This one's pretty stiff. There's a good spring rate in there, so if I bounce on it, I can't really like bottom it out. That's nice. And when you're on a field like this where it's not really crazy bumpy, it absorbs all these bumps. Like, this is fine. And the seat is super soft. It's pretty wide, it's nice and flat, it's really thick and plush. It's a soft seat. So doing something like this, suspension works great. If you're gonna do rougher stuff, you're gonna wanna get a suspension seat post, because if you hit a big pothole or a big bump, it really jolts you in the back. There's no rear suspension on this at all. Seat post is, I believe, 30.4 millimeters. So if you wanna get a suspension post, that's what you're gonna need, 30.4. But yeah, it's pretty comfy little ride, actually. All right, here's our entrance to the Greenway. And I gotta tell you, my ride experience on this bike so far, this is a great little bike. I like this little bike, man. It's gotta be one of the best setups I've had straight out of the box. It does, I think, exactly what the vast majority of people need it to do, right? It's smaller, it's a manageable size and weight, it's easy to mount, it's accessible for a lot of different size people. It's got great power, it's got really decent speed. It goes 25 miles an hour. It looks sharp. The price is very, very reasonable. It comes with a bunch of accessories already included that you'd probably buy anyway. It's just a nice little setup, a good little package right out of the box. So let me tell you about some of the accessories they give you for free. First is the bar end mirrors, which I put those on almost every single bike that I get. I love bar end mirrors. These are perfect. These are the exact mirrors that I buy, and they just throw them in the box for free. They get out around your shoulders. You can see. Excellent to include that in the purchase price, right? They also give you a phone mount, which I think most people are probably going to buy a phone mount. They give you the folding bike lock. I'll jump off here so you can see it. I mounted mine right here behind the seat post tube, front of the wheel. So they give you a folding combination lock. They give you this bag, right? This little GOTRAX bag that clips under the seat. And it's pretty kind of quick release. So you just undo the Velcro here. And then there's a little button you push on the top and it slides right off. So you can put it off and on in like 2 seconds. If I can do it while I'm doing camera work. There we go. Slide that on and then restrap it around here. And then you've got the rear rack if you want to add a bigger cargo basket or something like that. But they give you this, they give you the lock, they give you the mirrors, they give you the phone mount, and they also give you like tire spoons. If you got to change a tire, I think I left one in here. Let me see. Right here. These things just help you get tires off and on the rims. So great accessories that you're probably going to buy anyway. They just throw them in the box. So that's all free stuff they give you. Well, what else about this bike? Great power. It's got good pickup out of that 500-watt motor. It's just a nice setup. It's 62 pounds as is. That's an actual manageable weight to lift into a car. I got a video of me folding that up so you can see what it looks like. All right, let's show you how easy or not easy this thing is to fold and load. So you release the lever right here in the middle, and you can start to bend it in half. You also got to release the handlebars up here, and those flop down. This, and then you just smush it together in the middle like that. It's pretty light. The tricky part is though, it's kind of awkward. I usually grab the rack and on the frame right here and lift like that, and it's not bad. I mean, it's 62 pounds. Depending on how your truck is, it might be a lift to get it up there. But that's way easier than like any other folding bike. And coming down, again, I grab the same spots, the rack and under the frame, set it down. It's pretty lightweight, honestly. And then unfold like this. You can start to stand it up, get it relocked here in the center, and flop the handlebars back up, lock those in, and you're done. Now, if you have a bike rack, this is usually how I'll do it. Come up, pull the back brake, lift the front wheel up in the air and drop it down into the front wheel holder there. Get it worked in, then grab the back end, put that on the rack. This is so one-handed lightweight, for me anyway. And you can lock in your front wheel like that. Do the rear strap here through the wheel, and you're done. Very quick, very lightweight. It's easy to load. All right, so a little bit more on how this bike operates. We got our twist throttle here. You got 20 miles an hour out of this throttle. Anytime you twist it, it doesn't depend, you know, what pedal assist level you're in. You always got 20 miles an hour right here in the throttle, anytime you want it. Okay, now if you want to ride at lower speed, let's say you want to go like 6 miles an hour, I just turn everything off. I turn the pedal assist off, and this bike's light enough weight that you can just pedal it along, you know, 6-7 miles an hour. If you punch it up to pedal assist 1, it's going to start giving you a ton of power. It's going to drag you up to like 12 miles an hour. So watch this. I'll push it up to pedal assist 1. See that motor kick in, and it just pulls me all the way up to 12 and then stops. 2 takes you up to like 15. 3. Now you're going 17. 4 drags you to 21. And then 5 is, you get max speed. You get 25 miles an hour. Now I'm not even pushing on the pedals at all. I'm just turning them because it's a cadence sensor, and we almost ran over a squirrel. Whoops. So yeah, to get the full speed, you don't even have to push on the pedals, because if you're going 25 and you try to pedal, your legs are spinning pretty fast. You got 7 mechanical gears, right? Shifts through all the gears just fine. Let me tone that down. Whew. It's got some juice, man. It just has a good kick to it. But 7 gears to choose from. I've been riding mainly in number 7. And then if I come to a hill, sometimes I'll downshift it, but it's got great torque for the hills. I took it over to the hill climb test and ran it up, and I was pretty shocked at how good it performed. So take a look at that. This is only 500 watts, but it does feel really torquey. So I'm expecting this to perform pretty well. Let's get it in pedal assist 5. We got all the power. We're gonna go up this hill, no pedaling. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good pull off the line. These 500 watt motors, I've had a couple of them like this where they just seem to have really good low end torque. And this thing's climbing with ease, man. We're up to 12 miles an hour already. It's not skipping a beat. This feels really strong. Gets steeper right here. And then we cut the time right here at this path. Time. That was quick. For a little tiny bike with a 500 watt motor, that was strong. I bet that was almost as strong as the 750 bikes. Now we can test our brakes on the way down here. Smooth, quiet. Never had these brakes before, but they're nice. There's good feeling in the levers, and I mean, they're strong. Really strong. You can definitely skid the back tire. Now, I said in the beginning, I think this is one of the best setups I've seen right out of the box, and that's because it has everything that people really tend to put on a bike. It kind of has the right setup, I think, for most people. And the other reason I'm impressed with this one is I'm comparing it in my brain to that Lectric XP Lite. That's kind of the only other bike that I've had that was similar size and weight to this, and kind of like a competitor bike. And I love Lectric. I mean, no, not trying to cut down Lectric at all. They do great things. They have good bikes at good prices, and I really like that company. But when I put this bike, this GOTRAX bike, next to that XP Lite, this thing wins on almost every single category. I mean, I'm going to try to list them if I can even remember them all. But this has a suspension fork. That one didn't. This has hydraulic brakes. The other was cable. This has a color display. This comes with all these accessories. The XP Lite didn't have any of that. It didn't even have a rack or fenders. This has rack and fenders included. This has a bigger battery pack. It has a bigger, more powerful motor. It has a higher top speed. That XP Lite was a single speed. This is 7 speeds. I think the only category this didn't win on was the weight. This weighs like 62 pounds, and that one weighed, I think, like 50. So, you know, 10, 12 pound difference in weight. And this one's more. This one's $100 more. The other one was, I think, $7.99. This is $8.99. But for $100 more to get all those extra things. No, this has a brake light. I don't think the other one had a brake light, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Lower step-through height. That was the other thing. The standover step-through height is lower on this one. I'm not sure about the seat height. I can't remember how low that one went. It might have a lower seat height as well. But this wins on pretty much all of that for $100 more. Actually, $50 more. You use the discount code below, it'd actually only be $50 difference, and you get all that extra stuff. So I guess that comparison in my brain is why I'm just like, I'm very impressed with this bike. You know, but don't take your recommendation as your reason for buying a bike. Please do your own research and pick the right one for you that fits all of your criteria. It's so nice right now. It's late in the day. It's cooling off finally, and I get this beautiful scenery to go out and just ride this. And I'm riding no power. Pedal assist is on 0. I'm just pedaling this thing right now. It's really easy to ride, no power. But yeah, this thing is an impressive little bike, and they have a bunch of other options too on their website. They don't make just this one. There's fat tire bikes, there's commuter bikes. They had a mid-drive bike on there. I think they even had a cargo bike. So definitely a website to maybe look through if you're e-bike shopping. But is there anything on this bike that I don't like? Well, I can think of 3 things. Are you ready? Well, I can really nitpick, but no bike's perfect, right? All right. Okay, the things I don't like. The folding pedals, I get it, it's a folding bike. I don't like folding pedals, I don't know why, but that's not a big deal. You can change pedals easily. The grips. These are just plain basic rubber grips. I'd love to have like a leather wrap locking grip on here. And suspension post. I would love if they put a suspension post on here, just a cheap one. Just like a plain Zoom suspension post for the seat. You know, they go for like $35 maybe on Amazon. So wholesale, they're probably, I don't know, $10. Slap one of those on here and change the grips. Those 2 things. Leather wrapped locking grips and a suspension seat post in the box. Done. This is the perfect e-bike starter kit. that would go a long way, and it wouldn't be that much extra added cost. We got to cross our rickety bridge up here. This bridge scares the heck out of you because all the wood is rotting. You feel like you're gonna fall through the thing. They've started covering up the rotten boards with like other boards. I do not want to fall through this. I'm glad I'm on a lightweight bike. Let's get across quick. Woo. Nobody out here tonight. I have the whole greenway to myself. All right, we're gonna try our super steep hill climb. Downshift to gear 1, pedal assist 5. This is really gravelly, really steep. See if we can make it. Oh boy, it's really loose. I'm spinning out a lot. If I could get traction. Come on, baby, get up there. Is it gonna do it? It's gonna do it. Oh man, I'm impressed. I am impressed with the torque on this thing. Now the scary part, I gotta go down it. Oh gosh, I'm gonna end up just skidding the back tire all the way down. All right, easy does it. Easy does it. Oh geez. I can't just fly down because you end up in the water. All right, let's see if I can't show you what the acceleration is like on this GOTRAX. There you go. Throttle from a stop. Pretty good. Pulls off the line pretty nice. It's got that 500 watt motor. I mean, it just feels really kind of torquey. It's got good pull off the line. I mean, watch this. I'll push the pedal a little bit. You can kind of lift up the front wheel if you want. Dang, it's gives them good torque. And you can really feel it on the hill climb too. I like that. Good pickup. Good pickup. Now the pedal assist is a little bit delayed. For pedal assist, I'm going to start pedaling right now. So you get about 3/4 of a rotation, maybe close to a whole rotation before it like kicks in. Try it again right here. Start pedaling. 3/4 of a rotation, and then it kicks in. And then the suspension on it in the front fork. Front fork feels real good. I'm not even bottoming it out at all. It's pretty stiff. I weigh 180 pounds, and it's a good spring rate in there. So I'm pleased with the fork. It doesn't feel like they really cheaped out on that one. I'd love a suspension seat post, but front fork's pretty good. Should we have the brakes on it? Very nice. Very good brakes. You can see the ride position is not bad for me at all. I could probably move these bars up a little bit higher if I wanted, but kind of comfy right here like this. All right, folks, that was the GOTRAX F2 folding frame e-bike, and hopefully I was able to answer a lot of your questions. If I missed something, drop it in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer if I can. And let GOTRAX know in the comments too what you think. Is this a good e-bike starter kit? I think it might be. But as always, I hope you found this enjoyable, helpful, informative. If you did, consider hitting subscribe. And if you do decide to pick up one of these bikes, make sure you use that discount code in the description below. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.